Figma is getting very popular nowadays, and which is why you have enrolled to this course. But before you start, let me give you a few more good points about Figma and why this is the right choice. The first one, it's free. Not fully free, but if your team only needs 2 editors on a project, then you are good to go. But if you want more than 2 editors, then you might have to pay for each extra editors. You can use Figma on your browser. Even though, like any other software, it has an installable version, but that's not necessary because you can use it from any modern browser with full potential. Real time collaboration. In Figma, all editors can work at a time on a single project with a real time update. You can see your teammate working while you are working on the same project. Collaboration whiteboard. Figma introduced it not too long ago, but FigJam is already on the top list for real-time whiteboard collaboration. Unlimited resources on Community tab. From the Figma Community tab, you will get unlimited resources for inspiration, design system, assets, and a lot more from the community contributors. And of course, you will get lots of plugins to ease up your work process. And finally, Figma is getting bigger day by day, and that's why you will get thousands of learning materials like articles, blogs, videos from contributors like us to start with Figma very easily. Figma is a very good option for UI/UX designing, and you are learning the right thing, but not just wasting your valuable time.
Hello everyone. So now we're going to take a look at from where we can download Figma or where we can start using it. So first we're going to go into Google and we're going to type in Figma. And once the search results come back, the first link is the one that we're going to go. So once we have signed in using our Google account or created a new account and filled in the details, then we can start using Figma. After signing in with our account, this is the first page that we're going to be loaded into. So this is the recents page, as you can see. So here all our recent documents are going to be. So if you're using a new account, you might not yet have any documents except for a few default ones. So if you want to use the desktop app, you come to the right hand side at the top bar over here, and from here you can get the download desktop app. And then you can start your first project by creating on this icon here that says new design file. So once we click on this will create an entirely new design file for us to start working on. So once we are in a new file, then here you can see that this is our first loading page. So and this is where it all begins. So I'm going to give a quick rundown of the entire setup here. So at the top over here, we have our top toolbar. So on the left hand side here, we have our different settings, and then we have all of our different tools over here. And at the middle, you can see that this says Untitled. So by default, all of your files will be named Untitled, and you can simply click over here, and then you can write in whatever name you want, and you can rename your project by simply pressing enter. At the right hand side we have our different view options, and at the right side here we have a drop down menu as well. So these are all view options. And then we have on the left hand side we have two different tabs. So first we have the layers tab, and then we have the assets tab. So in the layers tab, you can see that whenever I bring in any object inside of my project, so currently I'm just bringing in some objects, so you can see, so all these objects are completely listed on the left hand side's layers tab, and in the assets tab we'll have our different assets such as our components and variants. And then on the right hand side we have three tabs. First we have the design tab. So here all of the different design properties are going to show up of any selected object. So if I change my selection, you can see that the values are changing. And then we have the prototype tab. Here we can start setting up prototypes for our different files. And then we have the inspect tab. So from the inspect tab we can inspect the design codes and everything, and we can also change them from CSS to iOS and Android.